on the agenda and are detailed in the budget book, which has been shared on SharePoint. The Chief Executive and the Chief Financial Officer will introduce these financial items. It is necessary to consider these together. Therefore, I would propose that the committee consider each report in turn and then come back to the recommendation at item 2A, which is in the Budget and Council Tax 2026-27 report. Item 1's declaration of interest. Members are asked to declare any interest they have in any items on the agenda. It would be helpful if members express whether declaring an interest in the item concerned. No declarations. Okay. Now move on to item 2A. It's a Budget and Council Tax setting for 26-27, joint report by the Chief Executive and Chief Financial Officer. This report is at section A of the budget folder and details the budget and council tax setting for 26-27 and a forward strategy. I will now ask the Chief Executive and the Chief Financial Officer to introduce the report. Mr. Brown.
Thank you very much, Chair. As I promised, I will be slightly briefer than I was at the previous Service Committee. This report presents for your consideration, first of all, a balanced budget and a lawful budget. That's our duty as officers. It sets out in some detail the process which this committee, amongst others, has followed through budget seminars, through the Budget and Strategy Board, through informal meetings to reach these recommendations which reflect the discussion at these meetings. I'll be very brief, Chair, and only say, looking at the conclusion of the report, the purpose of this budget from an officer perspective is to provide the Comhairle with the capacity to respond as effectively as possible to the financial situation which we have. By doing this, it looks to minimise the savings which none of us wish to make to any of our services. So this budget proposes the absolute minimum of savings, but it also proposes a limited use of reserves, because for the reasons I've set out earlier, we have, even if others are not looking multi-year, we have to look multi-year, and looking multi-year, in my view, it is essential that the Comhairle continue to maintain a healthy level of reserve, looking at the challenges which face us as local government, but also in respect of specific service pressures. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Chair. Chief Executive. Mr. Gomez, do you have anything to add?
Thanks, Chair. Nothing much further to add. As I said at the previous Service Committee, the budget is and budget savings are as set out at the budget seminar. There have been no changes since we've had these discussions. Yeah, nothing much further to add.
Thank you, Mr. Gomez. Any questions from members? No? Okay. Item 2B is the draft budget book 26-27. This report is at section B of the budget folder and details the draft budget book for 26-27. Insofar as this committee is concerned, please refer to the Sustainable Development Services plans, pages 10 to 14. Having considered these items, can we go back now to the main report at item 2A to conclude the budget items, and for the purpose of recording the minute with reference to items 2A and B, can I now confirm, insofar as this committee's interests are concerned, approval of the recommendations in the budget and tax setting 26-27 report? Agreed. Thank you, members. The next scheduled meeting of the committee will be on the 24th of March 2026. Thank you for your attendance.